We all knew Tyson Fury was great before this fight. But after that, for me, he is one of the greats. He separated himself from this generation of heavyweights as number one. This is about more than the win, more than the titles, more than fighting. I look back at that 2017, I think it was, video he made. He's jogging. He's clearly massively overweight compared to his fighting shape. And he goes, Deontay Wilder, I'm coming for you. And because Wilder had been saying, you're done, mate. You are done out here. This ain't happening. You're not coming back. It's what he's come back from, what he stands for now. His reputation was in tatters. Some of the things he'd said, the way he was living his life, clearly abusing himself. He was a ticking time bomb, and he was written off, and the media had washed their hands of him, and it was about him getting off the floor and saying, no, I am the greatest. I belong with that belt around my fucking waist. To watch this comeback, it's powerful. Like, there's a lot of people gonna take something from this. We always talk about, I'm in a fight here about this or that. No, he was in a fight for a lot of things, not just a boxing fight. He was in a fight for his mental health. He was in a fight for his family, for a lot of things. So when someone comes on the podcast, you know, there's an appreciation for their time. There's a thing there for me where it's like, I wish them the best in future. So to watch him go out there after being rock bottom and climb to the top of the mountain again. All right, he wanted the boxing titles originally, but when he got there, he realized that wasn't it. He wanted to inspire people. You can be rock bottom and you can get up and you can achieve greatness, or you can do what your goal in life is, whatever that is. And he set a fucking example there. He's inspired so many with that. You're fighting, in my opinion, the heaviest puncher in heavyweight history of boxing, and you're talking, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna bully him. I'm gonna wreck him. He isn't gonna last. And you're listening to these things, and Tyson's mad. So you take it with a pinch of salt. Although that 5-1 odds, I'm really glad I backed that now. But I was like, yeah, Tyson can win, but win like that? I don't know. Well, fuck me, mate. He went out there and did exactly what he said he was going to do. To use a quote from KSI, he talks the talk and he walks the fucking walk. He took some big risks before this fight, changing his trainer, changing the game plan, changing his physical shape and size. He came in so much bigger. People saying, that's a bad idea. You know, he's got to be quick. He's got to be light on his feet. He's got to avoid the big shots. And he's like, no, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to fucking bully this guy. And I was left thinking before the fight, in 24 hours, this is either going to be seen as ridiculous and a bad idea that collapsed, or genius. It was genius. And it was genius because he had the bravery that others hadn't had. You know, it's easy to sit there and go, yeah, Deontay Wilder can't fight on the back foot. Who the fuck is going to put him on the back foot? Who the fuck out there has got the balls to go, I'm going to walk down the biggest puncher in boxing history? Tyson Fury, and no one else. And that's why he's the greatest. I watched this fight back this morning and I just kept thinking, no respect. If you didn't know Deontay Wilder's history and you watched that clean and just had no idea who these two guys were, you'd be looking thinking, he hasn't had 40 knockouts. If someone told you that, you wouldn't believe it. The way Tyson was stalking him, just no respect. Deontay Wilder looked like a fucking fish out of water. You could see from the first bell, Tyson Fury looked so much stronger. When he was landing, the impact was felt. The look on Wilder's face instantly was like, oh shit, this is different. This is different. I'm not fighting the same person here. Fury told us, he said, I wasn't at my best last time. You got me after losing 10 stone. That was your best chance. And I still outboxed you. You're fucked now. But it's hard to erase that memory of him being on the floor. It's hard to forget that as a fight fan. I'm like, yeah, but you were dropped twice, mate. Like, that's what the evidence is. But Tyson knew himself what he was going in there to do, and he knew he was going to do this. Wilder's plan was clearly a little bit like the Luis Ortiz fight, which was, I'm going to be patient. I'll give up the rounds, but I'm going to land that shot, and I'm going to have time to do so. And Tyson Fury's like, fuck all that, mate. I'm in your face. You're not going to have time to do shit. I'm all over you. I'm like a fucking rash. The pace that was put on him, the distance that Tyson kept, and leaping in with those big shots, was like Tyson robbed him of his identity. Are you the hardest puncher ever, are you? Fuck that. By round 3, the knockdown came and Wilder's legs looked weak. I mean, I think we all were thinking, barring a miracle, you know, which Wilder is capable of, this is one-way traffic. This is easy. Shockingly easy. In round 4 was where we really seen the look of desperation in Wilder's eyes. It's like Teddy Atlas says, you know, you're in the fire. We are firemen. No. Your house is on fire, Deontay, and your normal hose ain't working. You better get something else. And I said in the preview, there's no plan B with Wilder. It's just plan A is so fucking good. He needed a plan B. And he didn't have one. Every big shot from Wilder was telegraphed. And by the time he'd even started throwing it, Tyson had moved out of the way. Is that it? He started round 5 with a massive right. And to be fair to Wilder, a lot of people would have been out. That should have been it. So I'm not slating Wilder here and saying, oh, he's shit all of a sudden. The fact that Tyson made such a special, gifted athlete look so poor is testament to Tyson, because Wilder was hanging on like a champion. He really was to the death, yeah, you know, but he was getting schooled. Tyson dropped him with a body shot, and the ref took a point, which was bullshit in my opinion. As the fight was going on, in the end of the 6th round, I think it was, Wilder's in his corner. His head's down. He's not taking instructions. He's not listening. He's not communicating. He ain't there. All right, when he stands up and he's got to defend himself, he's trying. But when you're in the corner, you're wanting to feel like you're having some sort of dialogue with your fighter, that you're helping him in some way. He wasn't even there. Tyson had just sort of imposed his will on him and broken him. He'd broken him down. He chopped him down like a fucking tree. He opened up round 7 with a left hook, got Deontay Wilder in the corner, and then just unloaded on him. And the corner had seen enough. One of the guys threw the towel in. It's all over. I kind of would have liked to have seen that final blow, but fighter safety is important as well. And the guy was bleeding from his fucking ear. That could be damage that just never recovers from if it's permanent eardrum damage, for example. So probably the best move for the corner. For Tyson, I just kept thinking how fucking easy that was. He's just went through a guy who was a cold, hard killer, 40 knockouts, some shit like that, and just made him look like easy. Nothing. That's the second long-reigning champion that Tyson Fury has dethroned. Klitschko being the first. Obviously, yeah, AJ went and beat him later, but Tyson did it first. Tyson took all his belts. And then Deontay Wilder. He's proved where he is. He's proved he's number 1. His dad said he is going to go in there. He's going to be so much stronger. He's going to break him at the seams. He's going to make Deontay Wilder quit. Now, he didn't quit, but the corner quit on his behalf. He called that. He was saying to David A, 50 grand, 100 grand, I bet you anything. That faith that his dad has had in him from day one in his career is fantastic. I love that. And he's called it spot on. For Deontay Wilder, it's a lesson learned. You know, sometimes you're the hammer, and he's been the hammer for a long time, but last night, he was the nail. For Tyson Fury, I don't see a point in a rematch. He outboxed him clearly in the first fight. A lot of us thought he won that fight clearly, and he definitely won that fight last night. The only fight to make now is Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. If this fight doesn't happen, there's a lot of finger pointing that needs to go on now. We got to learn lessons here. You know, it was this lot, it was that lot. Was it Eddie Hearn's fault? Whose fault was it? I don't give a fuck. Wipe the slate clean. You all fucked it up last time. And Andy Ruiz nearly cost you a lot of fucking money. Don't make the same mistake twice. You got a chance to make the super fight of all super fights, a generational fight where you've got 2 great British champions at their peak. The press conferences alone would be fantastic. Tyson Fury is going to have a fucking field day with Anthony Joshua. It would be a great battle, a great fight. I feel like AJ might feel a little bit left out here, because he had his chance to fight Deontay and the negotiations didn't go according to plan, and now Tyson assumed that position and he's took control. And he's asserted himself as number 1 now. So I hope that encourages AJ to make that fight. And I hope that Fury doesn't let the fact that he doesn't like Eddie Hearn stop him from making this fight, because this is what we want. We need this fight now. This is for everything. I don't care who you think is the best. Whoever wins that is the fucking king of kings. For me right now, Tyson's number 1, but AJ, he deserves that shot. They both have to make this happen now. So once again, a massive well done to the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He did it. Unbelievable. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TG2 for more fight content. If you haven't already, you got to check the live stream we did out for this, because it was fucking hilarious. It was so emotional. I was shitting it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.